Hi, this is Marissa Bischoff, and I'm going to tell you about my training video. First, I'll tell you some background about me. I work as a circulation and reference supervisor, where I supervise student employees that staff the circulation desk and 2 reference desks at the Brigham Young University Library. Once a semester, I also get the privilege of teaching a section of library instruction to freshman writing students. Because of this, I naturally wanted to compose a tutorial that would help the students that I teach and supervise. So my target audience for the presentation are the writing class students and the student employees that staff the circulation and reference desks. Students taking the introductory writing class come visit the library for 3 class periods of 50 minutes each. The curriculum is basic and includes basic search skills and the database Academic Search Premier in the context of a research and writing assignment they are currently working on. Most skills are taught with the flipped classroom approach. The students watch excellent videos about background research, topic narrowing, Boolean operators, keywords, and other important concepts. And then in class we discuss the concepts, practice them, and I and an assistant give the students one-on-one help with their individual topics. There is, however, no video for Academic Search Premier. This is rather something that the instructor does in class instead. But I wanted to create a tutorial the students could view as part of their homework after the other videos, so they had a solid footing before we discussed the database more in the class. This would free up more class time for individualized help and further extend the flipped classroom approach. The students that I supervise that work the reference desks haven't had concerted training in databases such as these. Starting in 2 weeks, I'm going to be implementing a Database of the Week assignment, where the students will be assigned a database to become more familiar with each week. The first one will be Academic Search Premier, because it is so foundational. It's important that they are able to help these Writing 150 students who come to the desk, and of course all other patrons that are doing scholarly research. For these reasons, I wanted to have this video that the students could watch after they watch the other videos about search techniques that the Writing 150 students view. The reference student employees will watch the training video at work prior to doing their database exploration. They will also receive refresher training on search techniques next week after they view the videos on those topics, before they are assigned the database Academic Search Premier. I believe my training video will give them a solid basis for their exploration of the database and will help them be able to help patrons that approach the desk needing research help. In my presentation, I chose to focus on some of the most important things the students would need to know to use the database, and those things I have received questions on at the reference desk and in the class. This includes this list up on the slide. These aren't too in-depth because the students are getting a basic introduction before they explore on their own and tailor it to their own research question. Some of these things had less to do with the specifics of the database and more to do with the process of finding articles for a research paper. But what I want them to be able to do is the latter. I want the students to be able to search effectively in this database and then think critically about which articles are most salient to their research topic. I also want them to be able to find the article later. I specifically mention RefWorks because that is the best citation management software that we subscribe to and can be very helpful to their research. I will test this implementation process I have described by observing the students in the library instruction class and noticing their facility with the database when I do one-on-one consultations. I have previous classes as comparison, and these same students progress from their first instruction class with me. I have more opportunity for assessment with my student employees though. I will administer a survey to see how much they feel it helps them. I also get their responses every week to a reference question that I choose for them. I'm going to see if there is any improvement in their responses based on watching this training video. It will happen along with the other training, so there will be some confounding variables, but I nonetheless hope to see significant improvement in their research and searching skills. Well, thank you for your time and attention.